Alrighty, welcome everybody. This is episode 3 of the Swamp Sitter Show, featuring Bag of Bones. MPK has been transferred to a part-time guest. Today I got with me.
Good little boy. My name is Marco Victorious. Y'all can call me MOD, Mod. Y'all know.
And I got a returning guest.
Call me T.
T's back again, you know, for more interesting shit. I wanted to start it off today with an interesting question. I'm a big fan of hot sauce. I don't know about y'all. I really like hot sauce.
Hot sauce is amazing.
If y'all could pick like top 3 hot sauce, what you thinking about?
Top 3.
Top 3 hot sauce, like of all time. Like if they said, listen, this is the only 3 types of hot sauce you can use the rest of your life, 20-ounce bottle of each one, which 3 you choose? Right?
That's a tough one.
That is hard.
I was thinking about it. It took me a while. You want me to tell you want to hear my 3 before y'all give yours?
Go ahead.
I think in no particular order. I really can't choose which one's the top. But the 3 would be, I'd want a bottle of Tabasco, a bottle of Louisiana, and a bottle of Cholula's. And I'd be fine with it. Yeah. Cholula's is fire.
Tabasco is definitely on my list too.
I love Tabasco, yeah.
Tabasco's a classic.
Tabasco, that's like, you can put that in so many like different dishes.
Yeah. It's got a nice vinegar tang to it at the end.
Yeah, thanks.
It's good in like Italian dishes and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you got Louisiana and Cholula too.
Yeah.
I mean, Louisiana's good, but it's just such a basic hot sauce to me. You know?
I get that.
There's so
I
many
get
you
it.
can level up from after that.
Yeah.
It's
like
just
Crystal. I mean,
for me, Crystal's pretty good. I gotta admit, I almost traded Louisiana with either Crystals or Texas Pete. Texas Pete and Crystals were 2 of the ones that were right below my top 3 sitting there. But I always had to. Louisiana was always so. My aunt lived in the hood in Larghetto. I had to go to her crib all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And like at the time I didn't have much money, so my family didn't have much money. So I'd go to this shitty, like worst, like fucking gyro shop like ever in the world. And they had like super cheap ass chicken fingers, and I'd buy those like every day. In between my time standing on the corner trying to get an adult to buy me a pack of like grape swishers to smoke a blunt. And all they had was Louisiana hot sauce, bro. They didn't have ketchup. They didn't have mustard. They didn't have mayo. They had Louisiana hot sauce, and that was fucking it. You either liked that shit, or you ate your shit plain, or you went the fuck home.
Right.
Facts.
They didn't give a fuck either, bro. I said that shit for years. I started bringing in my own ketchup and mustard to eat the chicken fingers with, because it was close as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
It was like right outside the neighborhood, like on the corner, like on the same fucking property as the gas station. I was like, I'm not going nowhere else. Like I was like fucking 12. I was easy, like, you know what I mean? But yeah. So what you got for your 3, Marco?
Like I said, Tabasco again is like a classic hot sauce. Can't go wrong with that. Honestly, I'm quite a fan of Frank's Pete.
Really?
No, not Frank's Pete.
Frank's Hot?
Frank's Hot. I'm sorry, Frank's Hot.
So I'm not a fan of Frank's Hot by itself.
Frank's Hot, I feel like is
But
good
if
for like
I
wings.
use it,
Texas Pete, I don't like.
I use it. I use Frank's Hot to make good buffalo sauce for wings, like you said. But I don't like it by itself. What do you like about Frank's Hot? I'm interested.
I mean, it's just well, I'll tell you one thing I'm not a big fan of is how thin it is. It's very like.
Yeah, you're right. It's
Yeah.
very watery.
Very watery, but it's just the flavor there is perfect. Once you get the right amount on there, it just kind of gives you what you want, you know, some spice, a good amount of heat, you know.
Yeah.
You just can't go wrong with it.
It's a good balance.
I don't think
You
it
know,
has.
It's like a knockoff of Tabasco. Right?
Fair, yeah. I
Yeah,
just think it
that's a
also
good
doesn't
way to put
have like the right amount of like what I call like pinch, if that makes sense. Like it's not like spice, it's not tang, it's like something in the middle. I don't know, but yeah. What's your 3rd one? What we got for a 3rd, Marco?
3rd hot sauce.
3rd one.
This is actually a hot sauce I met from a former member or coworker at Five Guys when I worked there. His name was Nick. He was a huge hot sauce fan as well, and he brought one in that his dad actually collected.
Damn,
That's
Tiger's Blood.
I've heard of that.
Damn.
I've heard of that.
It was a barbecue-based hot sauce. It was so good.
Ooh.
So good.
I'm gonna have to get some of that
Really
again and
good.
try it again. I've had actually heard of that. I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I've never had it. What do you got for your 3T?
Definitely gotta go with Tabasco.
Hold on, let's pick up a little bit. My bad.
Oh yeah, probably like got one for Tabasco.
We all got Tabasco on the list. I'm like, you're right. It's classic.
Yeah, it's just classic. Like Tabasco.
I got it in my
like,
house right now. Like,
Yeah. Second one, I would say like depends on like what is being put on. You know what I mean?
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Nah, I'm gonna give y'all a
Like,
side
if it's
curve.
like-
It's being put on a burger,
Oh, on a burger.
like a
Oh,
high
shit.
quality burger,
Oh,
all
no,
beef.
That's,
Yeah,
That's,
Oh,
see, that's
shit.
good right there.
it's
Okay.
being put on a burger.
That's a game changer.
Shit,
The right
yeah.
one. Right toppings.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't have this one. I don't remember the name of it, but I didn't have this one like it was like a honey mustard, like spicy sauce, but it was like I don't know. It had like peppers and shit in it. I don't remember what
Damn,
it's
that
called.
sounds fire. Like a honey mustard.
It was like honey
based hot
mustard
sauce.
based, and it
Yeah.
had like I don't remember which peppers they used. I haven't had it in a while, but I remember when I ate that shit, I was like, holy shit, this is like amazing. Like, what the
Because
fuck?
one thing I'll say, and I know like if I had people watching this, which one day we might, who knows?
Yeah.
But if I had people watching this right now, I already know the first thing they're gonna fucking say about hot sauce, right? Y'all didn't pick ones that are hot enough. Y'all were pussies. Listen, bro, I'm tired of motherfuckers going on YouTube and being like, watch me eat the hottest hot sauce ever that has no fucking flavor at all. They literally
Yeah,
just capsaicin and that's it, bro. I can't taste shit. It's just hot.
It's just
And it's
pure
like,
heat.
listen,
Yeah.
like, I
You
get
gotta have the flavor.
yeah, I get the urge to have something hot, but like you said, if there's no flavor behind it, it can't be my top. Like, it's gotta add flavor to my food. It can't just be hot. Like,
Yeah.
unless the food has some type of seasoning on it and I just need some spice, there's no reason I'm like fucking drinking capsaicin. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why? Like, I hate those fucking YouTube videos. It's such a pet peeve. Like, that
Yeah.
shit doesn't taste good. I know it doesn't. My dad made me do that shit when I was 11 for like $20, and it's not fun. Like,
Exactly.
stop. Like, you know, like, wait a minute. Like, if I knew we could make if I know I can make a YouTube show with millions of viewers, just making people drink hot ass and hot sauces, my dad would be a billionaire, bro. That motherfucker was doing that to children in the early 2000s. Like, fuck. Yeah. Alrighty. Sorry, I was rambling. But yeah.
Yeah, man. I just gotta say, like, in terms of just categories of hot sauce as well, like, I think Frank's hot, you know, Texas Pete, even Crystal, those are kind of like the C tier. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
once you go up to like Tabasco and all those different kinds of, like, just
I feel like Tabasco is an entry gate, like an entry, like
Yeah,
what,
it
like
is.
remember how people used to call marijuana an entry drug? Tabasco is like an entry hot sauce into like fancy, like high quality hot sauces, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because it's not expensive, it's still available, but it still tastes good,
That's
and it's
facts.
good enough that it gets you wondering, like, shit, they got hot sauces with flavor in this bitch, like,
Yeah.
and that's coming from someone like I don't particularly like food, like I don't like eating food if that makes sense. I find it such a waste of time, bro. In Five Guys, I went to Five Guys not too long ago. It's so fucking expensive, so expensive. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
this shit is honestly pretty taxed.
yeah, you know, for a guy that works there, I can definitely say it's expensive as fuck.
Dude, I need to go get a grill and
That's why I
start grilling my
appreciate the
own.
free food.
Yeah, I need to just start grilling my own burgers. It's so much cheaper. I need to get a grill and like I need to get the homies and like once a week all the homies come out and we grill some fucking burgers.
That's
And the first ones aren't gonna be the best because I ain't grilled burgers in years. But y'all niggas better say thank you. I'm fucking.
No, you're just gonna keep
Y'all
doing
niggas better
it.
eat that
Practice.
shit. We ain't. We in a recession. We ain't wasting no beef around here.
Nah, I
Alright.
mean that's facts.
Get me
That's
out.
facts. That shit's expensive, bro.
I'ma
Like
put
real
it down.
shit. It's real life.
Alright. I'm gonna go on one more side note, and then I'm gonna go on to like our mandatory side guest talking time, just so I don't fucking ramble. I just want to point out, just we all know this, kinda for the most part, but like they don't, of course. I recently took up. Oh my god! I recently took up a fucking sales job, like and not like oh, you've walked into my store, you probably need something. let me sell you something job. More like a let me cold call you and try to sell you like cheaper electric bills. And like, I'm gonna say, I don't understand why it was so hard, because that was the only company I've ever met where they were genuinely just trying to lower people's electric bills and make money while doing it. So like, they saw a 30 to 40% reduction in electric bills. I ain't sponsored by them. I quit because I was about to say, I ain't meant for sales, bro. Not even a little bit. I just don't like bothering people. I don't like the psychology behind it of like cornering somebody to like do sales.
Yeah.
It's not for me. And I respect the people who can do that day in and day fucking out, because that shit like tears you down, bro. Like, calling people and hearing like 200 like suck a dicks in a day, like 200 like go fuck your mothers. It's just like, why? I just want to save you money on your electric bill, like, please.
They always think it's a scam, bro.
Exactly. Everybody
It'll
thinks
come up as
everything's a
like
scam.
scam likely, and like people don't answer like phone calls and shit.
Is
like,
T-Mobile doing us dirty on?
They all do it, like that scam blocking shit or whatever. But it's like it's literally like the Tampa, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I will say they were so hype in that office, and they like after every break they would like scream and fucking yell and like football like football like locker room levels of shit. Like on Fridays and Thursdays, Thursdays and Fridays they would like run and like thump each other in the chest to hype each other up and shit. Like they were about making that money,
yeah.
and they would yell at you, but like in an encouraging way.
Yeah, like
Some of those bitches were mad scary though, yeah. They're one of the Australian niggas up in that bitch, bro, straight up said, if you don't walk out of this building with a comma on your paycheck, you should probably kill yourself. And I think that's some kind of workers' violation or something. That's like a workers' rights thing, like a hostile work environment, but I don't work for them anymore, so I can't sue them. I think I also signed a bunch of shit saying I can't sue them. That's usually how that happens.
yeah.
Now, that's it though. I can't do sales. I don't want to do sales, and I can admit that. But like, God, the people who do sales are like awesome. My girl does sales, and like, more power fucking to her, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause like I can't do it straight up. Oh my God, can you fix that? Like, but yeah. So I know both y'all had a topic to talk about. Which one y'all wanna go first? Marco, you wanna go first? Or Tristan, you wanna go first? T.
Let's see.
Yeah, probably.
Let me see here.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, I think today's topic for me would be definitely just how the world is changing every day, how people are not keeping up with time.
I will say shit moves a lot faster, and like I haven't heard nobody bring that up recently. Like, I don't think shit moves faster. It's just you have instant information to everything. So it's like I look at my phone and it's like, oh, Albania is rioting in the streets. To where like back in the day, you'd get the news in a newspaper like a couple days later, be like, oh, 3 days ago they were rioting. You can't do anything by then, but like when you're watching it live, it's just like, oh my God, and then like it never stops because the news is just meant to scare you.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
The news is another thing. Media,
Dude, fuck the media.
News
the
and
biggest
media is
distraction
like
in the world.
it's like
Oh, yeah.
unnatural. You know what I mean? Like it's like shit that's like not normally supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like
I hope they can hear us. But yeah. You want to add more to that, or? See, that's what I'm saying. Making a 30-minute episode is hard, bro. I was talking about that in the first episode.
yeah.
30 minutes is kind of hard to fill.
Yeah, another thing I want to add on for sure is that people should definitely just be kinder to each other and just think outside their own hearts for a little bit.
Maybe not. I don't care about kinder, but just like, if a motherfucker is doing a job why you gotta yell at them? Why you gotta insult their mom? Like, what'd my mom do to you? Because I'm trying to sell you electricity, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, that's my whole thing. Like, you don't gotta be nice to me. You don't owe me shit. You know what I mean? That was my whole thing in life. Like, the world don't owe me shit. But, like, if I'm just doing a job, bro, if I'm getting paid to do something, you as somebody else in this society should realize that, like, he's just doing some shit he don't want to do for some money. Same shit as me. I'm not gonna call his mother a whore. Like, like just because he called me. Like,
it's another thing with, like, the rapid shit. And
like,
the
common
rapid
courtesy, bro.
communication.
Yeah.
It's like,
Everybody's so calloused.
yeah.
Because you can talk to thousands of people in, like, 1 hour.
Like, anywhere.
Yeah.
From all over. People, like, where you live, people who live hundreds
All
of
over the
miles
world.
away from you, like, yeah, all over the world, man. Like, that instant communication, like, all the time, like it's insane, like, how much we rely on it, like, you know what I mean, like,
Yeah.
sometimes you think about, like, what would happen if it just, like, all ceased.
Dude, I thought about that. Like, what if it
people
all
gonna do
just
that?
stops in, like, one moment? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Not possible. It's not impossible.
yeah,
Yeah.
it really could. I feel like people don't think about that a lot. Like, that shit could really happen. And, like, I guess that's fine. I'd be okay with it. I know a lot of people that wouldn't. Like, straight up, wouldn't survive, wouldn't be alright, wouldn't nothing. And, like, oh yeah, I guess it's your topic, Tunsy. Didn't you want to speak about something?
Oh yeah, okay.
You're gonna be a little quiet for a minute. How about-
Oh yeah, what were you just saying though? I was gonna
Oh, yeah.
say something else.
I was talking about people being an asshole over, like, just, like, common courtesy to people working and doing jobs.
Yeah, it's facts. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the this plane that, like, NASA is developing. You know what I mean? It's, like, supposed to be, they got a contract for, like, I think $250 million or something. near
That's so
there.
much fucking money.
Yeah, to develop,
For
like,
one
type
plane.
of. Well, it's not just, like,
Well,
the
not
plane.
one, but yeah.
It's really more of just, like, the investment and the research of, like, developing that type of technology.
Yeah.
To put it in
NASA's done
other
some
stuff.
crazy shit in the name of scientific research.
Yeah, dude. Like, NASA's kind of, everybody who goes there is, like, crazy.
Real quick, I got like a 2-second tangent before you get into the information on this plane. You know what some shit I think about? Like, if I Google, like, how long is an erect, like, gorilla penis? We know that.
What?
No. If you want to pick up your phone and Google that right now, they will give you a number. So my
Yeah,
question
true.
is, somebody had to pay to research how long an erect gorilla penis was. My only thing is, I'm not one for social services. I'll even admit that. Don't
Yeah.
feed the hungry for no reason. That might sound mean, but then people will just be lazy, right? But if we have the money to fund research on how long the average gorilla cock is, we should probably worry about feeding humans before funding gorilla penis research. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. I don't think I really need to know that, like, right now. We can wait. As long as we don't kill all the gorillas.
You can definitely wait on the information.
Right. I was thinking about that, right? Sorry, but back to the X59. That was just an ad, I guess. A no sponsored ad about gorilla cocks.
No sponsored ad.
Sponsored
So
by
yeah,
me.
the X59.
I don't fuck gorillas. I just want to put that out there. I
hope
wasn't
not.
openly Googling gorilla penises. I wasn't. There was no sexual intention behind looking for the length of gorilla cocks.
Yeah.
No, this is gonna go online. That had to be pointed out. Like, there was nothing sexual behind the looking of the length of gorilla dicks at all. Quite frankly. All right, it continues. All right. That had to be pointed out. I couldn't let that go.
No,
unsaid.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah, the X59. So it has, like, a lot of, like, really weird, like technologies, like, very specific, being, like, research, just, like, interesting.
Is that like the space plane shit?
I don't know if it can go into space. I'm not sure,
Like
but
right on the edge. It's like like.
But I think like it can like fly
Like outer
like,
Earth's
very
atmosphere
high
type
in
shit.
the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I mean when I say space plane.
There are like such things as like space planes though.
Yeah. Virgin Galactic was supposed to do that shit, and then it didn't work. So then my stocks were.
Yeah, they gotta.
I've lost like $34 on that shit. It's the most I've ever lost on a stock. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Y'all were supposed to be in like space right now. What the fuck happened? God. Sorry, continue. That shit made me so mad. I hopped on that hype train and like immediately, and I was like, oh man, was that my fault? Like, it happened so quick.
Yeah.
They still haven't gone to space. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of well, not a lot, super lot, but like relatively, there's like a couple companies that are like going to space like regularly.
That's kind of wild to say that there's a couple companies going to space regularly.
It takes a lot of money to go to space.
Yeah, it does.
Like it's probably like it depends on like what type of like vehicle you're taking to space.
Yeah, that too.
And like if there's like cargo as well, whether that's like people or like equipment and shit, or just like electronic stuff. And,
I've always thought about Red
Mhm.
Bull, how they like, for like sponsors and shit, they'll like make someone go up into space and like parachute all the way back down to Earth.
Yeah.
That's gotta be fucking wild.
I remember watching that shit. That shit was crazy. I was watching that shit live, bro. That shit was crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. More about the X-59. I guess it's glad we're getting off tangent. We still got a whole like 10 minutes to go.
The X-59. Okay, so like the X-59 also, it like doesn't have a like a front-facing window at all.
Yeah, because it's
It's
supposed, is it supposed to be fast.
You can't see out of the aircraft.
Because it goes
at
too
all.
fast, or like the glass will break, right? Is that what
Well,
it is?
yeah, well, for it, because okay,
Like Mach
so the way
10
it
type
works
shit.
is like it's very very long. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So it can like.
I think I
like,
know what you're talking about.
So it pierces like when it goes like at like Mach, it like pierces like the sound barrier like a specific angle to where it's like extremely like quiet. It also has to do with like I'm pretty sure like
Oh
the
yeah,
type of
no, I
material,
remember hearing
the
about
metal
this.
that
Yeah,
they
it's
use
to
in
make
the
like
fuselage.
remember like the Concorde like hypersonic like thing for aircraft for like airlines. It's supposed to
Yeah.
be that but legal because like the reason it wasn't allowed to
Exactly.
fly over the United States is because it was too fucking loud.
That's exactly the shit.
That's-
Supposedly the right now I'm pretty sure the president already has that shit.
Probably.
Already has
I always thought it was kind of dumb we were limiting like transportation over like creature comforts. Like because you gotta think, not every plane needs to be hypersonic, right? It's only a couple flights, so like there wouldn't even be that many hypersonic booms going. Not hypersonic, you know what I mean? Like hypersonic is like Mach 10.
Well, like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Supposedly, the thing about it is
like-
it's supposed to have like a perceived like decibel level. I'm pretty sure at like 30,000 feet of like maybe I think like 70 or 80
And that's like on the ground, right?
from like on the ground. I'm
Okay,
pretty sure.
that's pretty quiet.
That's
not bad.
quiet. You know what I mean? That's pretty quiet.
That is pretty damn quiet.
I mean, if they can get that to work, like I said, plane travel is like going to Europe.
I'll
It wouldn't
show-
be
I'll show
8
you
hours;
the,
it'd be like 4.
This is the concept of it, right?
I don't have the skills or the money or the time to do editing, so if you want to put it in front of the camera, you can.
Well, I'm gonna show this
After
to you.
us,
I'm gonna
yeah.
show this to y'all first. Look how long
Yeah,
this shit
I've
is,
seen
bro.
this. Yeah. God, that fucking nose is so funny.
It has a 29 foot,
It's
6
not
inch
much. Yeah, it doesn't have a
wingspan.
large wingspan. That's not big at all. For like a model type thing. Yeah, so it's not that big. It's just long.
Yeah, like this payload is 600 pounds.
Okay.
This design Mach is 1.4.
So not super. Okay, below
And
70.
loudness
oh, no, like
is around
Slight-
75
yeah, like slightly
perceived
above.
level decibel notes. So
That's not bad.
it shares the
Well, I
F-16
said, yeah.
landing gear. Makes sense. Yeah, and it has a T-tail.
Okay.
So
That's fine. I like
yeah,
that.
man, like you sit like here, like in the cockpit,
Way
like,
behind that long ass nose. Yeah.
Like I guess you can like maybe see above you, but like in the front, there's like no way to see in front of you
You
at all.
just
It
have
has-
like sensors,
I'm pretty sure it's this. You see this thing right here? I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that is like
a camera. or
a
something.
camera that's like specially purpose built for this plane.
That makes sense.
to where like you can see it, and like on the inside it has like these screens like all around, like everywhere where there should be a window. There's a
Yeah,
screen.
yeah, like the F-35 shit in the helmet.
Yeah,
like to
it's-
look around,
and
how
it's
like you can like
all,
look
4K,
like through
real
the floor.
time. Yeah.
I always thought that was cool how like the helmets of the fighter pilots for the U.S. Air Force can look through like the floor of their planes in the F-35 and the F-22. You ever know that, Marco?
Yeah, you can like look through
They have to like
plane,
the
it's
fighter
insane.
pilots in like the newest aircraft for the Air Force. Their helmets are so fancy and their planes are so fancy that like let's say like the F-35, it has cameras on the bottom.
Yeah.
So like with my helmet, I can look below me. So like if you're in an enemy plane, I'm in the F-35. If you're right below me, I look down and my helmet shows me the camera below the plane, so I can look at you and then I can fire a missile at you like right below me, even though I can't see you. The plane tells me you're
That's
there
crazy.
and like lets me
Yeah.
see you. And
I
it does
did
that.
not know
And it does that 360 degrees, so I can look over my shoulder and it shows me like what's over my fucking shoulder, and it says like if there's a fighter plane there,
Yeah.
That's great.
right?
Yeah,
like that
like the
shit's
helmet
hard.
technology and
That
like
is hard. That's some
like
cool
helmets
technology.
for fighters now are like insane. Like I think some of them for like individual helmets for like the F-35 pilots, aren't they like 700K or
They're
like
a lot of money. I don't think they're
$1
that much. I think they're like $40,000-$50,000 now. They got
Maybe
they got a
there's a
lot
different
lower.
plan.
That was like back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember there was a
now,
weird
yeah,
thing about like
the
Eurofighter's
F-35 had it for a
helmet
while.
being like a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah. Always at first, it's like not expensive. But
So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Let's see. Let's find out some more information.
Yeah, what else do we know about it? I mean, 'cause that's kind of cool. Have they built it yet, or they just got
pretty
the
sure-
contract, right?
I'm pretty sure it's already built.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's actually supposed to fly like very soon, within like a few months. Or no way. Yeah, the first flight is planned for 2022.
Okay, that's badass.
Yeah, around September 2022, I'm pretty sure they're going to test it. In its flight. And then they said, yeah. Yeah, and then they said starting in 2000, and then okay, and then after starting in 2020. Okay, this is interesting. This is big. Then starting in 2023 through 2025, it's going to be used for the ICAO's Committee on Aviation and Environmental Protection meeting,
Okay.
so, to establish a sonic boom standard
That's gonna be hard.
to make it to where like we can further develop this technology.
That's gonna be badass, dude. Let's say, like I said, super fast transport quietly. So, like, yeah, Mark, it would be like, you know how, like, a plane to Europe is, like, what, like 8 hours?
Yeah. 8 hours,
It'd be,
yeah.
like, 4 or, like, 3.5 hours
Wow. That's
at, like, Mach. Yeah, it's a lot faster.
not fast.
That's the whole point. The only thing is it's just
Yeah.
super loud. Like, that's the only reason we haven't done
They
it yet.
said the results of the community overflights will be delivered to the ICAO and the FAA in 2027, allowing for a decision to be made to revise the rules on commercial supersonic travel over land in 2028. So
Yeah, so by 2028, we might have
by
supersonic
2028 to
planes.
2030, you could buy a fucking supersonic like plane and like
If it gets
just
quiet
like
enough.
learn to fly one
If it
and
gets
like
quiet
own
enough,
one.
yeah.
But,
Tom
like,
Cruise will
but
probably
you
own
could, like, buy
one.
one and own one.
Tom Cruise will probably buy one.
Like, cause like by now the expense of this project is like
Oh, yeah, you're gonna go fish?
yeah,
Alright.
this project is like $250 million. You know what I mean, to develop
Yeah,
this
yeah, that's badass.
specific prototype.
It's a lot of money. Well, I guess I'd like one.
So
plane.
like, yeah.
But, Jesus Christ. Some of the shit we know how to do, like, even in my short lifespan of, like, 20-something years, I'm not going to say exactly how much right now, but you know what I mean? My short lifespan of 20-something years, we've, like, upgraded a lot. Think about
We have,
cameras. You
really.
know what's upgraded? Cameras have upgraded so
Camera
much.
technology is insane.
Do you
now,
remember
dude.
seeing, like, in, like, documentaries and, like, TVs and shit, like, footage of, like, bank robberies in, like, the 90s and how bad
Yeah,
security
it's
camera
like black
footage
and
was?
white and shit.
Yeah,
It's
those
like-
cameras looked like they
some
were
of
from,
them
like,
have,
the
like,
fucking
color.
30s. Like, oh my god, like, you can't see anything.
It'd be like 720p, maybe max.
fuck
like,
no, dog. No, I'm talking, like, 2004. Like, the fucking, like, maybe 380 if you were lucky. Like,
Oh,
144p head ass. Like, is that a body? Is that a head? Like, I don't know. that
Yeah.
shit. Like, is that a stick or a shotgun? Can't tell just from the camera.
And then now they have like cameras that are literally like they have like Face ID connected to like a database, and they have like every single color of like thermal and like every
Yeah.
night vision, and like they have like
Bro,
a laser rangefinder.
They can put a
and shit.
camera on
It's,
the
like,
top of a
so much
skyscraper
shit.
that can like scan your face.
Exactly. Like that
easily.
shit.
That's like
that-
pretty cheap.
Bro, I swear they have that in like most like big cities by now, like
Oh,
just
bro,
in
probably.
the entire world, depending on like which, country it is, right? But like pretty much all the bigger countries, this technology is like proliferated a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like camera technology, like everybody has access to a camera for the most part. Like they're all over the world now.
Yeah, because like it used to be back in the day. When we were kids, you
For
had to
videos,
like
pictures.
flip phones had like like flip phones had terrible cameras, and you had like no space at all.
Yeah.
So you had to buy like a camera to take photos, like a digital camera. At least it was a digital camera, and it wasn't on film.
Yeah.
A digital camera, and you buy like an SD card, remember? And you take your little fucking pictures. And if you wanted to see those pictures or print them out, you'd have to go to a fucking Walgreens or like buy an expensive ass like photo printer. And like, oh my god, I remember my family used to buy me digital cameras for Christmas and shit for weird, I don't know. I guess they
Yeah.
thought it was cool that we could save memories so quick. That was cool to them because they weren't used to that, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't super new, but like by the early 2000s they were super cheap, like $10,
Yeah.
$20, like shit like that. Like Marco went to go piss, so. The last couple were a little bit above 30. This one will probably be a little around 30, so it probably won't be much longer. But I think this was a really good episode. I still got some more shit to talk about next time. I think y'all added a lot more than the guests normally did, which is good. Again, like we said in the first couple, we're still learning. It's pretty bad production value right now, but like we don't have any money. We don't have anybody watching us. Like, you know what I mean? Production value my ass. Like I have to go to work and shit, pay bills. Like,
Yeah.
but the
Nice.
talking we're getting a lot better at, especially with me. I think I am just because I've done all the episodes, but the guests have gotten a lot better. Like before the first episode, we didn't have any, and the second episode they didn't add much. Low key, like it was just super
Yeah.
quiet because you were also in the back seat.
Yeah.
But I think this was good. Yeah, you got anything else you want to say? Probably it's like a sign off or something. I don't know. Anything you want to add about anything? Mark did get lost. He's been out there for a minute, but I guess it don't matter. Ain't my business really. Oh yeah, you want to hit this? That. Well, I guess we'll sign off then. We finally ran out of shit to ramble on about. I got a couple more topics, but I don't want to get into a whole new topic right at the end. Like we did last time when I started, like, that last one got rowdy right at the end. That shit was funny. Anyways, I was trying to hold off until fucking Marco came back, but to sign it off, but I guess this is the end of what again? Episode 3? I'm honestly forgetting. Yeah, 3, sorry. I'm so sorry. 3. Episode 3, featuring T and Marco. Your normal host, Vagabones 9. Again, MPK is probably going to be a guest sometimes. I don't think he's going to be a co-host no more, but, growing pains and all that shit. Have a good night. This was, again, episode 3 of the Swamp Sitter Show. Hopefully it was fucking more entertaining than the last. You learned something, I guess. Probably not. I mean, well, maybe a little bit. This one was entertaining. See, he's back.
I feel like we talked about more
Shit, Marco, I was just about to sign out. You got anything to say before we sign off? I just signed it off.
I want to pardon the delay. Thank you guys for watching. Please check us up on the next episode next week. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.
Oh yeah, sorry about missing a week, guys. You got anything you want to say, T, before we sign it out?
Yeah, man. Just whoever's watching this, I guess thanks for watching.
Yeah, shit. Hope this shit was funny.
Hope this shit is somewhat entertaining.
Alright, signing out.